Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Boy, that is delicious. I love hazelnut cream in my coffee, and I have been putting some cinnamon in it as well. And boy, the combined flavors are just amazing, delicious. Well, look at these gray skies here. I think we're going to be definitely getting some rain, and it looks like it's rather cool here, but actually it's not. It feels a little warm and humid. So usually that's a good recipe for a storm in Texas anyway. Well, guys, I read a couple articles. One literally was just laughable as far as I'm concerned. So this one came out of Bloomberg, and it's basically saying, by next year, we're definitely looking at going into a recession. I'm thinking, going into a recession? You got to be kidding me. We are absolutely full bore headlong into a major recession right now. And in fact, the second article I read is a very good indicator of that. Both Amazon and Apple have frozen all hiring, and it looks like in some areas they might even be doing some cutbacks. And on top of that, I was reading an article about Foxconn. So that's a major plant in China that actually produces iPhones. And so apparently, a message had gone around the staff that a couple of the folks there had caught COVID, and they were hauled away and stuffed into quarantine and put in some sort of concentration camp almost, or something like it. And so hundreds of these employees literally fled the manufacturing plant, and it's like, that's it, and poof, they went out the door. So, obviously production is going to be down as well. But to say that we're going to go into a recession is really actually quite disingenuous, and in a lot of cases very hurtful to the people who are experiencing recession right now. We all know what we mean. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to go out there and see, food inflation is way up. Obviously, all kinds of other products and prices are way up. Folks are cutting back. Look, my son, he runs a fairly successful business. And he is in the branding and the corporate marketing field and all of that. He just lost 2 clients, and that was about $17,000 a month of business income. And it's only because these clients just don't have the capital to, pay for additional marketing. And they're just going to go with what they've already got and the word of mouth and da-da-da-da-da. And so you can see this is really hitting the economy big time all around the world. And so, for them to come out and purport that almost made me laugh, kind of sick laugh. But it's just crazy. And as far as I'm concerned, it just makes us look like they're trying to communicate to us like we're, just like grade schoolers, kindergartners or something, that we don't really have any grasp on reality. I think it's those guys that have no grasp on reality. It's really ridiculous. I mean, you get this guy up in front of a microphone, even with a teleprompter, and he doesn't know where he is or who he's speaking to or what he's even talking about. It is really unbelievable. But hey, that's just what I believe. Anyhow, I have just been really enjoying the dialogue that we have been having on the channel. It has been truly amazing. And I am finding it's getting more and more, vibrant, and people are helping one another out more and more. And I'm believing we are building up an absolutely amazing community. And it is impressive to me because, I've been on a lot of these channels, and you guys have too. And you see the kind of the visceral, infighting that has been going on a lot of these channels, and, people leaving some really ugly, harsh comments towards one another. Not happening in this channel, not happening in this community. I mean, yeah, we're getting the WhatsApp spams and all that kind of stuff like that, but we're not getting all this visceral hatred and all this kind of stuff, which I am very, very thankful for. You guys have been an amazing group to really come out there and just support one another and answer questions and on and on. And I'm going to tell you what, I support that 100%. It is absolutely phenomenal, and that is really probably one of the goals that I was hoping to achieve, or that we would see, is to build a community around like-minded people who are really willing to go out there and help one another trade this market and succeed in their financial goals. So, hey, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Guys, another thing I want to address. Woo! Woo-wee, did we wake up to some green candles today? I mean, Bitcoin's over 21,100, and we just saw almost a 10% move in XRP, and XRP trading over 50 cents in a day. That is a big deal. Now, hey, a lot of that may have to do to Bitcoin's rise, which is great. I mean, we need that. But I think a good part of it as well, because when you consider among the other altcoins, XRP is doing extremely well above the other ones. And on top of that, we just had that relisting in Canada. Now, I have seen a lot of comments where folks would come on and say, well, you know, in comparison to United States, that's probably 10% of the size. That may be true. No doubt about it. I mean, you're looking at a population of, what, 35, 36 million in Canada, and you have, what, 350 plus million in the United States? So sure. But for those people in Canada, that is a big deal. And for other regions around the world, other marketplaces around the world, that is important. And so when you see a relisting like that, and Newton is a major Canadian exchange. And so when you look at that kind of stuff, you can feel the reverberations, right, in the marketplace. And I think that the pressure is on some of these other U.S. exchanges, considering the condition of this SEC Ripple lawsuit case. I feel the pressure is on. And I just have that gut feeling that you're going to see one of the big boys out here. Kraken, I think it could be Kraken, but perhaps it's going to be Coinbase or something. But one of them is going to flip the switch, and they're going to pop in there, and they're going to relist XRP before this whole thing is settled. When's that going to happen? Maybe in a couple weeks, maybe in a month. I don't know exactly, but I just, you know, you got that feeling. You know what it's like when you get those, you know, intuition. You just get that feeling. That's what it kind of feels like. And who knows? We'll see what happens. But hey, good for us. Now, I have seen another few comments on the channel coming out saying, well, look, guys, I don't think you're right here with, you know, the settlement in XRP being a catalyst for, you know, the next bull run, and that, oh, it's not going to happen till like 2025. Guys, I don't hold that view at all. Now, that doesn't mean that they're absolutely wrong, because no one has a crystal ball. But I absolutely believe when you see the pop fly off of this asset, that it is just going to be such a big thing. And a lot of folks are going to be pummeling in to that are not in this space. And when they get in, they're going to start looking around. And it's not just going to be XRP they're going to be dipping their toes in. And as a result of that, I think, yes, we are going to see the beginnings of the next crypto bull run. I think into 2023, it is going to be something else. 2023 to 2024, it is going to be big. Remember this, when we all got locked down in that sea dump thing, and everybody was being kind of pushed out of their jobs, and you saw all the service industry getting shut down in a big, big way, the economy was hit really hard. Nobody, I mean no one at that time, was genuinely expecting to see a major equities run. And we saw a big one. Look, in this space, I saw some 100x returns on some of my assets. In fact, in all of my portfolio, everything was over at least 200%, but I saw a few 100x, I saw a lot of 30, a lot of 50x. It was truly something else. And the equities market did well too. Nobody expected that. The whole wide world was literally shut down, and the economy was practically brought to a screeching halt. But even in the midst of that, we had one of the biggest bull markets in such a long time. And so, hey, in this downturn economy, don't think that there's not potential for there to be another run. I think it's going to happen soon, and I think we're going to see that by the end of this year, which we're right into, up into the end of next year. That's just my opinion. That's just how I see it. And I think it's going to be something else. So I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. And hey, if it didn't happen, as far as I'm concerned, just more time to accumulate. And so there's a win-win, positive either way. But I do believe we are going to see a major run-up and a major move. That's my thinking on that anyway. So guys, once again, really appreciate y'all, and I hope you're going to have a great weekend. Remember, I don't do anything on the weekend because to me, weekend is for family and friends, and I sure hope this weekend you get to spend time with yours. But I will have a video out for you later on today on XLM, unless something major happens in the XRP community and we see like Coinbase lists or something. Well, then I'm going to have to, you know, switch gears. But otherwise, I've got one planned for us on Stellar later on this afternoon. And until then, guys, I hope you have a good one and take care.